All right, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gilmer, and we're excited to bring you another episode of our newest show of Let's Be Trees. So I think first I'm going to bring in Kurt to say a little more, and then we'll bring on the founder and CEO of Let's Be Trees. But I guess we'll kick it off. Kurt, you want to say anything about Let's Be Trees on the show? And
no, I don't.
What's going on?
Just kidding. We're having fun, folks. This is an enjoyable program. We commit that we will keep you captivated here. Again, my name is Kurt Roskoff. I happen to be out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we're connecting with our friend Cheri here, and we're kind of making this national crusade here in the funeral industry. So we're talking about burials and cemeteries, and how we make all of those arrangements. And so we have a lot of services and coordination, and in terms of preparing for funerals the way each and every one of you and people we know and everybody out there would like. We have a tremendous program here that we're going to be describing that is an immediate opportunity to be a part of kind of a nice opportunity to make history. And it's a little bit of making history while revisiting history. So we're kind of going back in time and coming up with future opportunity here based on practices of old. So we're going to have our friend Cheri come in here. She's the founder, creator of these programs, and she's got her nucleus group, and she's invited us in here to be a part of the team. We enjoy being a part of the team here at Let's Be Trees. And so we have a lot to describe, and quite a remarkable story that Cheri has to share here. And so we're going to unpack this all and bring it all out to you. So again, we're here to teach you a little bit and then get you thinking about some stuff. I know as I've conversed with you, Cheri, you brought out some aha moments and some things that you talk about in terms of connecting the timelines and kind of how we kind of diverted from maybe some great practices, and then those things got passed down in generations. And it's kind of like, wait a minute, why did we do all this? And why are we doing some of the stuff we're doing today, like cremations, when people really rather not have their loved one cremated, but it's just kind of left to them as the only option. So I love the service you're providing, Cheri, how you're opening it up, that we create a future where we are doing this right for everyone. So Cheri, you want to introduce yourself a little bit more and describe the organization and what you're trying to do as you're disrupting the funeral industry?
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Emily. And I'm glad to be here. I have, my name is Cheri Wallace, and I started a ministry called Hosanna High Community Burial Project. And we're working on reforming the funeral industry. And we want to go back to the traditions of our ancestors by crowdfunding land to buy beautiful estates and turning them into a community cemetery. So if you help to buy the land and keep the land, there were no extra costs. You were you could be buried there. There was no $4,000 grave site. So we went astray. And what I'm suggesting is that we go back to that. We're seeking amazing estates all over the country and forming 501c7 cemetery societies that won't be owned by me or you. They're owned by the society the way that it should be, completely a nonprofit.
All right, so we're gonna bring Emily back in. Emily, come on in here. What is next on the program?
So I guess we already kind of sort of discussed why we created this nonprofit, but why should communities engage with this project, Cheri?
Thank you, Emily. Well, basically, we have the opportunity to save our community $3 trillion. So if the average funeral is $10,000 and we can bury 300,000 of us, those 300,000 members will collectively save 3 trillion. So that's kind of an incentive, I feel like. And 75% of us don't have funeral plans. So that's a lot of headache and probate taxes and grief for families. I understand people don't want to address it because it's too confusing, too expensive, and they can't afford what they want anyway. So they just say, screw it, I'm not going to make a plan at all. And what we're presenting to people is that we crowdfund for a $3 million property in specifically North Carolina right now. But if we had 50,000 members, we would be able to work that out at $100 a piece. And 50,000 of us could secure the property, and then we'll regroup. And what we're looking to do is offer a country club type of social gathering that's ridiculously inexpensive to serve for generations as a memorial garden, a trust fund, and a trust fund. Because when you have nearly $20 million left over, you can invest that to pay dividends back to our members. So when I say make funerals free again, well, okay, there's a $100 membership fee, but we're going to be paying back dividends. And what really somebody asked me the other day, or they said to me, well, all you need is money. But really, $100 is not that hard for anybody to come by. What we need are revolutionary members to join our society that can put up $100 and say, we'll take a chance. We're gonna crowdfund for this property and form a cemetery society. So having $3 million to buy this land isn't going to do me any good. What we need are 300,000 members instead. And we're seeking properties that would offer amazing small event centers that families can use for not just the cemetery, but how about overnight stays or meeting spaces or weddings or camping even. I said one time before that if a woman wanted to go out and lay on her husband's grave, I feel like she should be able to, and lay there all week if you want to. Or your nana, what have you.
So why is it important for communities?
Emily,
Here we're on. I'm talking mute. So why is it important for communities to engage with it, or did we already discuss that?
Well, I just kind of went over that, okay. But I created the nonprofit. I created it for my grandmother and for my sister. I created it for the environment because what we're doing currently is terrible for families and terrible for the environment. And the financial future of what we're currently facing needed to be changed. My whole concept is to take the gloom and the dread out of this subject and the process as much as humanly possible, and having our members will have a will, a last rites, and there'll be nothing left to do but plan a cool service and play maybe in our 300-acre garden.
So can people add their own trees, or would somebody in the organization have to do that?
So people can bring their own trees as long as it's not invasive and, part of the scope. And so you can bring a tree, a bush, or plant, and let's create something beautiful. And we'll also have them available from local forests and local state forestry units.
Here's one question. Why is it important for you to keep the price of the nonprofit affordable to everybody?
Well, you can donate however much you want to donate while we're crowdfunding, but the membership will simply be $100. There might be a nominal fee yearly, but I don't even expect that. And that's all going to depend on corporate and family donations. I also want to stress that if anyone, for any reason, is not happy with the progress or the project, I guarantee a full 100% refund. We don't want anyone in our society that doesn't want to be in it. So I feel like it's a win-win. Even in the crowdfunding stage, if somebody said this is taking too long, whatever, we could refund their membership fee.
Awesome. So where are your locations? Are you just in one location, or do you have other locations? For everybody wondering.
We are currently negotiating and working on the Macon, North Carolina property. We have property in Asheboro, North Carolina. That's actually my old boss's house. And I did my laundry in that house. I'm super cool to be in a position possibly to turn it into something like this. It's an amazing estate in Randolph County, North Carolina. We're forming a board of directors there. We've got Robert Miller and one other gentleman who is coming on, and we're looking for two more at least to see if we can't find the membership to turn that property into a society. We found a $15 million property in Dade City, Florida. That is absolutely amazing. It's only 200 acres, so the dynamics have to change a little bit from what we're doing now. But we've got some stuff going on. I've got some people out in Colorado that are looking at a $9 million property and seeing what we can do out there. It's like 900 acres, so that could be real fun. Yeah, we're looking for ambassadors and corporate sponsors and members nationwide so that we can form cemetery societies nationwide.
So if anybody were to have questions or want to contact you, like where would they find you to get hold of you? Do you have like a website, a email? Like how would they be able to contact you?
If people want to join us, become a member, become an ambassador, become a board member, support your state. We can set up trust funds in every state. Currently, we're actively running a campaign for the Elgin Mansion, and you're welcome to divert some funds there. But we're fully prepared to open up a trust fund in every state in the country, and your money can sit in that trust fund and wait for the rest of your community to get on board.
Awesome. Garrett, do you have any questions, comments?
No, just kidding again. Here we go. So here we go, folks. Yeah, this is a tremendous opportunity. This is something that I continue to learn every time that we and Cheri visit, and we keep hearing Cheri talk more and more about the refining points. And so what I'd like to ask for, as we're all watching and listening to this and having this able to go back to, please do react, comment, and share. Again, this is something where this is revolutionary. This is something that's going to make a big difference for just a tremendous number of people nationwide. And we are looking for counterparts. That we're hearing about North Carolina, and as you might consider that someone from another part of the USA is a prospect, maybe want to discuss this and play whatever role. We don't have to force somebody to do anything that they don't want to do. And I want to ask for people in the legal field, people in the financial industry, that when you're in these positions and you're able to help people do this advanced planning, whether with life insurance, whatever it may be, creating trusts and all of this, to maybe consider how we could meld the work you do, and for all people being served out there, to kind of share this message about that there is a wave of options and opportunities, and just help people make a more complete fashion for their long-standing memories, and kind of how ancestors are able to refer back. I know for myself, like I have an ancestor who has a statue of himself up in Calgary, Canada, and so projects like these can be a real nice opportunity for a family and for a person. When we consider our legacy, we just had a friend of ours pass away. No idea about how the arrangements and everything like that are working, but as these life realities unfold in their own timing, seems like we're never ready for these things, but at least to have the planning, have these type of arrangements considered. I really see this Let's Be Trees fashion and organization as really doing a great service. And so I hope we here at the World of Ability Podcast Network, we're pleased, proud, and privileged to be able to include this Let's Be Trees programming, in our ongoing work. So feel free to reach me at any time if it's helpful. I've got an email address, Kurt at Let's Be. Haven't got there yet. So don't say Kurt at Let's Be Trees. It's Kurt at Spirit of the Game. Kurt at spiritofthegame.org. And I've got a phone number of 262-3721-SKI. And we'll get into where that comes from. 754 is SKI. So 262-3721-754. And then I have a little display page available to help people engage with me as well. And that is NoCard, KNOCARD.app/ability now. So however we can be of service and help continue this conversation, I sure would enjoy the opportunity. And, let's see what we can do to refer people our way, because we need people in all roles, whether part of the crowdfunding, whether we're able to serve them, whether we could review more information on the membership opportunity, maybe volunteering, maybe a future prospective board member, for the organization. You never know. There's many ways you could be a part of this. So let's do it together. So with that, we'll bid farewell, and I look forward to having you back watching, listening next time at the next episode of Let's Be Trees.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
That was horrible. I'm so sorry. I screwed up everything. I don't think that I want anything written in front of me anymore, because I tried to read and was looking down instead of knowing what I was going to say. So the next time I just want to